A very nice view of the Banepa town right behind from the Gairi Gaon, from the ridge going to Panauti. This is a Buddha statue nearby Dhulikhel, about 2 hours away from Kathmandu.
Thank you.
A very simple 1-day or 2-day trek from Kathmandu is the Dhulikhel to either Nagarkot or Panauti or even Namobuddha, the famous monastery where supposedly Buddha gave his body to a starving tiger. And but yeah, it's about 2 hours by bus to get to Dhulikhel. You can stay there overnight, or you can go directly to Panauti, or you can actually stop by on the way to Bhaktapur as well. It's the World Heritage site at Bhaktapur. It's the old capital of Nepal. It's really interesting there. As far as the views here, it's really nice. Comparing to the ones in Pokhara, I think Pokhara is a bit different, maybe a bit better views because of the mountains are closer. But here on a sunny day, it's really beautiful. You can see really far away, even the edge of the Snowview mountains too. I stayed at this guest house, so it's very special. It has some art gallery in the rooms and in the common areas. It's not very cheap, so you have to bargain with them, and the food is not cheap at all. You may want to eat at the restaurants nearby. Not much to see in Dhulikhel, so don't spend too much time.
Babu!
It may be impossible to see on the camera, on the video, but way behind me there is a Snowview mountain. It's really far. It looks like Amada Blam, but I don't think that's the mountain. There should be another range back there. So maybe like 50 kilometers from here, north. This time I choose the route from Dhulikhel to Panauti. Apparently Panauti is famous for being one of the oldest cities in Nepal, with the old architecture still preserved. The route from Dhulikhel to Panauti goes through some villages, but you have to be careful. There's actually a very nice one called Gauri Ganga or Gauri Gana, and that's very easy to miss. It's really small at the beginning. It's an old jeep road, like country road, obviously. At the beginning, it's only a path that you don't see. It's not being used anymore. So it's at the beginning of when you go from the main road, change to the villages, go downhill. Anyway, what I was going to say is that you have to be really careful because you might miss it. You can ask the locals, but they don't speak English. I'm on the Gairi Gaon, on the hill or the route from Dhulikhel to Panauti. It's one of the routes. I think this is probably the best one. It's the highest hill. You can see very, very nice view. Well, obviously if there are no clouds. So behind me, not too far, you see the Dhulikhel hill, the three little hills with the observation tower, and all the way in the back by the horizon, the cloud line, there's the Himalaya Range, and I can still see. I was looking at the map. I think it's the Makala Range. The Gairi Gaon, I think it's probably the best view from Dhulikhel. You can see Banepa city behind me, and then from there on Panauti behind. Okay, so I'm descending from the Gairi towards the Gairi Gaon, coming from Dhulikhel. I see on the Google Maps lots of bus stands, fake bus stands. There's nothing here. This is just a simple jeep road, and there's no bus at all. I mean, there's no way a bus is coming here. I think it depends on your pace, but from Dhulikhel to Panauti, you can make it in 3 hours if you go straight, not stopping for lots of selfies, photos, and things like that. If you go through Namobuddha, it's going to be double the time because you're kind of making a triangle. So you're going Dhulikhel, Namobuddha to Panauti, maybe like 7 hours in total. 6-7 hours. Panauti Old Town seems very peaceful. There's no entrance fee, obviously, and that makes it even better. There's some very old temples. Just maybe 1 hour or 2 hours, it's enough to explore around. The temples are really well preserved. It's worth stopping by to see the temples here. Spend a few hours. It's really quiet and peaceful.